Hi everyone, I'm here to show you how I make my round tabs without a Stampin' Up! Punch. I do use a 2-inch die to cut my circles, and then I also use to do the other cutting the tab punch board from WRMK Tab Punch. Now there's other things you can do, you can use, I guess, I don't know, but this is what I've played with. I tried the envelope punch board, my 1, 2, 3 punch board, but I couldn't get it to look right. So this is an example. This was from Google image search at work, and I printed it off to remind me of what the punch looks like, right? That's obviously not to scale, that's slightly smaller than 2 inches. And what it looks like when it's folded, okay? And actually this is probably a better picture because that's how it looks. The round part gets, because it's folded up there, the round part is what is glued down, grabbing the paper, which I'll show you at the end. Okay, so that's what we're trying to get to, is trying to get to that. And so as you can see, I kind of achieved that, right? If you look at the paper and look at what I printed out, I pretty much achieved that look. Close enough. So first thing I have to do is I cut well, I'm cutting 2 circles at the same time, but I cut a circle, the 2-inch circle. So I just, and then I always go back. Sometimes I'll do it more if it's a fussy or really thin or really thick paper. Really thin die or thick paper. Anyway, so there, we have some circles. Okay, we have some circles. So I'll move this out of the way. Oh, let me just get that. Excuse me. Okay, then we pull this forward. So this is my tab. This was the first punch board I bought, not counting my cutter scoreboard. I bought this like 3-4 years ago now, so long ago. Anyway, so I can move this out of the way. Okay. And sorry, I just had to check where the camera was so I don't accidentally cover it up. So I take a circle and I fold it in half. Now you can use your fingers or a bone folder. Just hold it down there for a second. Okay, so there's my circle. It is not quite as, oh, I can get it very evenly folded. Let me try the other one. Not that it really matters, right? Oops. Sorry, I keep forgetting which side the camera's on. See, that's better. Anyway, normally with 2 hands, I can fold it better. Okay, so squish that down a bit. Not that it really matters. Okay, so you take this, you slide it with the straight side against the straight little wall that's along here. Okay, the whole width, and you slide it under. And what you do is that tip. Okay, there's 3 lines here when you're making a tab. It's small, medium, and large. Sorry if it's not coming in very clear. You know how these boards are hard to read sometimes. Okay, so these lines are like angled to make so that you get the tab for this is a tab punch board, so you can get a nice tab. So what I do is I line this up so that the tip, the very tip up here, is lined up with the medium line. It basically seems to kind of stop there anyway for me, okay, with this 2-inch. So then I punch, and then, so there's one side. I turn it over, and now I go past the small, maybe about, again, as far as it can go, or you could say like, it almost looks like 1/4 of an inch between the paper and that curvy line there, like around this area here. I don't know. Let me get my stiletto. So around here, between here and here is around 1/4 of an inch, like around here. Okay, but it also seems to stop there anyway. So then I punch again, and there it is. Looks pretty even. There might be some little tiny, like how it seems to stick out a bit, but you can always trim that. And then what you do is, I'll turn this over, ink it up. Oh, I really apologize. I can't seem to do this without, anyway. You ink it up. You know how to ink up if you want. You don't have to. And then I'll show you an example. Then you would put glue. You would put glue, like along one side, whatever, however you're going to glue it. And then you glue it down here. And there, pretend that's glued, there is the tab. So it's pretty close to how it looks on here. Okay, so when you lay them side by side, it's a little bit, you know, it's close enough and it works, and I'm not driving myself crazy trying to find the punch, which they are out there. They're scarce. If you're lucky, you can find one. Until I do find one, that's how I'll be doing them. So I hope that helps you. I apologize for people who don't have this punch board, but there's probably other ways to do it. I just didn't want to have to, you know, cut and trace and draw lines, and I didn't want to have to do any of that. I just wanted to do, if I had to do 3 different punches instead of 1, okay. I just don't want to have to, you know, cut and use a pattern like that. I'd rather just use my punch boards, because, you know, why else do I have them? So that's it. So I hope you guys, that one here's a bunch I made out of when I was practicing, like remembering how to do it. I made a bunch. This is all out of coffee dye paper, so it's not very thick. And then here's some other examples I made. Sorry. Is this one and this kind of greenish one, which is the same paper. This one I was doing earlier today, again, because I always have to remind myself of, right? I highly recommend you do a lot of testing with scrap paper. And that's it. So I hope you all like my tutorial, my first, and one of these days I'll get a better camera set up. And I hope you guys are having a great day. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.